think he could work Jeremy's job? You can't
Like me?
fake. Yeah.
I can
You
fake
can't
it.
fucking
you
fake
cannot-
being a nurse.
You cannot
Oh,
fake
I can
nursing.
fake it.
You can't fake nursing.
Oh, I'm good.
No, I told you. Like, what
No,
happened
but
if
there's so much math and like schooling that goes into it.
she's
for
a nursing
reason.
school?
And I was a theater
You
kid.
could fake his job probably pretty
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
Especially because you have a background with the systems that they use.
Yeah.
And he could probably... I don't
so
know if you
smart.
could
I know
fake Ryan's
people,
job.
and I'm good with words.
But in
Okay.
in a hospital, they're like, oh, can you get this much dosage
Like
to this
what
person?
happens... Yeah, giving medications or like... God forbid, like somebody is like coding on you and you have to
I
perform
wouldn't-
CPR.
Then those bitches die.
I didn't say I wouldn't lose anyone. I said I can make it through, I think.
I don't think
Like,
you can make it through a day.
They
You're
would
getting
probably,
caught
like-
in an hour.
They would tell you to like go ahead and clock out for anybody.
Hey, buddy, clock out. Go clock out.
You know the new word is blood. People are saying B-L-U-D. Like blood doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't think that's a new word.
Oh, okay, well it is.
Like
Anyway,
bleh?
no, yeah, they would tell me to clock out pretty fast. I'd be like, can I wait for my Uber in the cafeteria? They're like, no, just
No.
clean out your locker.
From the cafeteria. Can I have like one of those Oreo things from the cafeteria? No. Absolutely
It was for employees.
So
What
here's
if ex-employees? No.
Here's a cool thing. Me and Alexis spent a lot of time in Phoenix Children's Hospital growing up, I think individually. One for herself, one for my sister. I don't know if you spent any time in Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Just regular hospitals.
Cafeteria, goated. Absolute gas.
Banging.
Like
They...
the best, honestly.
Every time I would be there, I would eat the same thing. It was like chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and gravy. And they had this Oreo brownie.
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
it's so good.
Are you not?
Granted, it's hard to fuck up chicken nuggets.
Oh, they were like dino chicken. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't special.
Oh, you didn't say dino.
It
But
was dino chicken nuggets.
ADHD caffeine-fueled 6-year-old, I was living off of that shit. I was thrilled.
You and your brother would be like, Sonic vs. 2 battle, Dr. Pepper, chicken nuggets.
Honestly, and back in the day, they had the rolly TVs, and they would roll in the TV into my sister's
And
hospital room.
VeggieTales.
And VeggieTales. I didn't grow up on VeggieTales.
Oh, you weren't a VeggieTales kid?
No, I
When
was.
were you? You were the cat in the hat cartoon, huh? 'Cause that's a thing.
It is a thing. They're not even gonna know what we're talking
Dumb
about.
stupid motherfucker.
It's a very niche.
All right, this has been a 10-minute warm-up.
Yeah,
So,
we'll add some of this.
no, let's just start it for real. All right,
All right,
3,
3, 2, 1. Damn.
That was good.
That was crisp.
Clean.
Cheers.
Clean.
Tall boys. I think you. Oh, we didn't touch. We didn't touch tips. Give me one more. Give me one more. Give me one more. Okay.
My guy.
I think. Let's just get into the intro.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I was gonna introduce it right now.
Let's do it.
We've been talking about this. We've been talking about this for like 6 months now. Since the conception and
The dawn of time.
the dawn of time. Since our podcast was being conceived, we thought that there was gonna be like a podcast segment, like maybe once a month, where we have a guest. And I'm very excited. Do you want me to introduce?
I'm pretty excited.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want? I'm nervous.
How
Are
about
you
you
nervous?
introduce her? You introduce
She
her.
makes me very scared.
Because she makes the decisions.
I'm terrified. For some reason, I'm terrified. My
What?
nipples are hard. I don't know what's going on. My body's acting different ways.
I think at first I was scared of her for a little bit, but then after I've kind of seen her day to day,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Try being married. Anyway, let's just get to it. I would love to introduce my wife, Alexis. My wife.
His wife.
So this is Midnight Snack, like Ryan said.
Oh yeah, I never said. I talked about the conception.
Well, I just
Inception.
said it. I dropped it. I
Okay,
name dropped
this
it.
is Midnight Snack.
So we decided the best person to bring on is the person who not only rules my life, but Ryan's life as well. This is my lovely, beautiful wife, Alexis. Alexis, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. She's pretty awesome. She's in nursing school. She works 28 different jobs. I see
She's
her.
an esthetician.
She's an esthetician, server. She's serving.
She
cunts.
serves looks. She serves cunt.
Do we have to edit that out? Is that a bad word, or is it an occupation?
It's an occupation.
It is an occupation. Look at that. It's an occupation.
She's funny.
Anyway, thank you for being here. Can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, or like? No, absolutely not.
What did I say? You kind of introduced me.
I did introduce
Alexis,
you.
You said
Deanna,
everything.
Marie, Tongate, McDonald,
Can
right?
you guess her or her middle name?
Yeah, I just said it. Deanna Marie.
Does she look like a DeMarie?
Deanna Marie.
Does she look like a Deanna Marie?
Does she look like a DeMarie?
Does she look like a Deanna Marie?
She looks like she'd have like kind of like a exotic, expensive middle name. Like
I think it's pretty exotic.
Exotic.
oh, Estella.
No.
It's
not cool at all. It's
Oh.
like very
everybody has
mainstream.
it. Everybody has
Oh.
it. It's like the top two.
It's like a family
Haley.
middle name.
Haley?
No, it's not that basic.
Ashley.
It's like older person.
It's not. It
basic.
can't be a
Like,
first name.
Both of my grandmas have it. My
Nice.
mom has it. My sister has it.
Why? You guys can't afford another fucking middle name?
I guess
It's
not.
like a down payment. You have to like your family all has to put together like 20 grand.
Or
for a
like,
middle
what
name.
if your name depended on like how much money you can afford? Like every
Your
letter,
status?
every
You have-
letter is $100.
There's different tier levels for your middle name. So if you have like Michael, that's like tier 25. It's not like up
Your
there.
tax bracket.
Yeah, your tax bracket.
Or like you had to pay for every letter in your name. And someone's just called like S. Oh, poor family, poor family.
Those Hispanics who have like a giant name, they're filthy rich.
Oh,
Absolutely filthy rich.
Juanita, Carmichael, Pablo,
Escobar.
Esparto. Yeah.
Anyway,
What is it? Just tell us.
Lynn.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
It's pretty
for
basic.
sure. I didn't think it's really a white person middle name.
That's white. Well,
Yeah.
her family is Spanish.
Yeah.
Pretty Spanish. I'm Spanish. I'm Mexican.
But it's weird because
Como
both my
estas?
grandmas
You
on both
lie.
sides have it.
What?
My white grandma has it and my Spanish grandma has it.
They're both.
Yeah. It's
Damn.
weird.
That
but
is weird. I think it's meant to be. Can you guess my middle name, Ryan?
It's like Eugene, right?
that's my brother's middle name.
What are the odds?
That's
Guess that. How'd you
crazy.
guess that?
What was this? Like I'm sensing like a V.
A V?
he
No.
just said
no.
it. He
Someone
just
here-
said it.
Oh, you said it.
He just said it.
It's Michael.
It's Gertrude. What
It's
is it?
Michael.
What is it?
Michael?
Tell me. What is it?
Michael.
Oh, okay.
God damn. You just blowing through it.
This
Stupid
is-
town?
Hey, buddy. Stupid convention's that way.
Anyway, welcome back to our midnight podcast. We're really excited to have you guys on here with us. I know it's a very cold and long intro, but this is just a podcast where we bring someone on. We maybe talk about a topic.
Crack a few brewskis.
Crack a few brewskis. Maybe we'll have some food. Maybe next time crack cocaine. I think that's a good option for us. No, she says no.
Probably not.
Basically, we're just going to have
We're
a
not
guest
good-
on, and
we're
we're
not
just
really
going to shoot the shit and talk the hits.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Usually how normal podcasts go. This is our first midnight.
I mean, if
one.
you want to call our podcast normal, I think it's the farthest thing from
You think
normal.
so?
Yeah,
No, I think-
we're too crazy,
I
guys.
saw a guy talk to himself for an hour and a half the other day.
That was me.
No, it
I was 2 inches away from the
it
mirror.
was,
You're stupid. You're an idiot.
What's his name? Vaughn? What?
Oh,
Theo
Theo
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
That man's a cringe level. Like,
You
absolutely.
don't like him. I saw you roll your eyes a little bit.
Oh, she
There's
rolled her
this-
eyes. No way. Are we starting some beef with Theo Vaughn?
because he had this girl on his podcast. Her name's Brianna Chicken Fry. She's a part of the.
The fuck? She had a chicken fry.
That's her TikTok name.
That's a fake name.
That's her TikTok. It's
Let a guy
obviously
swallow
fake.
first.
That's her
Oh, okay.
TikTok name. But she's part of BFF, so like Barstool.
Oh, I do
And
love
he had
Martha.
her on his podcast, and they talked about like childhood trauma and shit. And then a podcast that she wasn't on with him, he was talking about like her tits and her body. So he's just
I mean, that's the type of guy you look
Wait,
at.
he brought up her tits and her body from a different podcast?
different. So she wasn't even there.
Yeah, he was with a different guest talking about her
So
body.
it's like if I hopped on another podcast without you, I was like, Ryan's big old titties slapping around everywhere, like absolutely disgusting. You wouldn't like that.
There's only like two things you can say about me that
You're-
I'll say something about.
You said any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That man looks like a man with no morals.
He looks like Joe Dirt in real life.
I think he is Joe Dirt in real life. Like honestly,
I've gotten into him recently, but he's definitely part of like that old like generation of like men.
Where did he come from?
he's been around actually.
Who is he?
He is a stand-up comedian who's been around since the early 2000s. He just hasn't made it until like honestly because I think you watch his stand-up. I watched 10 minutes of his stand-up on Netflix. Literally couldn't get past it. It was so bad.
I heard,
Oh.
yeah. I
It's
heard
funny because
bad.
in his podcast, I do think like I don't think he's a great guy, but I think he is a little bit funny on his podcast. But his stand-ups are like terrible.
I thought his podcast is pretty good. In my opinion, I know that he is like part of like kind of like that older like generation of like dudes who like are still kind of coming into like the what's acceptable now and stuff like that.
There's two very different like podcast groups. There's like the young bucks like us, the 20-something-year-olds, whatever. Then there's like the older, a lot of comment type of podcasters, like the Joe Rogans of the group, Theo Vaughns, who are like hitting their 50s. Probably they don't give two shits what people think or say about them or anything.
When you get so huge, your loyal following will keep you above water.
Yeah, they've been around forever. Do you know the BFF podcast? I actually really like that.
Let it rip, bro.
It's so funny because I was looking over her and like every 2 seconds she's like, Like, she doesn't want to blow it. She's not going to run over like...
I've been holding back, too. I'll let it go.
Don't let it go.
I'm going to let it rip here in a second.
All right, in the Snack Run studio, we have a very small space, I would say.
And we have a code of conduct, too.
Yeah.
We don't talk about school shootings, right?
There you go, bringing up the thing we're not supposed to talk about. You just broke your policy. That's a big fine. You have to pay that fine later.
How many snacks do I gotta pay?
You gotta pay 4 snacks.
69.
4 snacks and a kiss.
Okay.
Anyway, do you know the BFF podcast at all?
No, what's that stand for?
BFFs.
BFFs, like best friends forever.
Best friends forever.
But it's a Barstool podcast, and it has Brianna Chicken Fry, one of the little thirst trap TikTok boys.
Wait, is it that girl?
And Dave Portnoy.
Is it the woman who looks like that Star Wars character?
No, not that girl.
I don't know who that is.
You don't even know who that is. She's from Phoenix, you know.
That's
Who?
okay.
She's don't know her name.
She's Chewbacca.
Are you talking about the girl that goes up to people in like stores?
No.
And she's like, "Hey, can you record this for me?"
No,
that girl's funny. That girl reminds me
And she's
of...
there ain't nothing like a hound.
Yeah. That
her name's Pearl.
No, she's great.
Oh.
This other girl... we'll just ignore her. We'll
Okay.
put up a picture of her if you guys
are you
want
afraid
to.
of her?
No, it's just like...
Is she a bad person, this mystery girl?
No, you would know a lot about her. She's like massive and like...
Be careful with your wording.
Okay, so it's like compared to the normal person, she's massive and like she complained about a plane being too small and it being discriminative towards big people.
I remember that being a thing, but I don't remember who. Was that
I wish we knew the
influencer?
name.
Or just a normal person?
I think she's trying to be an influencer now because she was on a podcast and she was getting some like clout from the podcast, and now she's like trying to be a whole thing, but like I don't know.
Yeah, we could just skip over.
can
Anyway,
skip over.
RBF. Or
RBF. RBF.
So this
Resting
is
bitch
what
face.
you listen to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of have a dynamic of like younger people with
Because Dave Portnoy. Do you
Older.
know Dave Portnoy?
Portnoy.
Portnoy. He's like Dave Portnoy.
Portnoy.
Do you know about Dave Portloin?
Do you know the Portnoy was?
He's like the founder of Barstool, but he's like super opinionated and he's just older.
He's the guy you probably maybe seen because you're like on a different realm of like TikTok and the media and stuff like that.
I'm in a few different like little realms. But
But he got, for me personally, one of the things he got big on is he would go to pizza places and he would rate the pizzas, and like depending on his rating, the pizza place would like skyrocket in sales or do really bad in sales.
Okay.
He has a huge like influence on.
Did you tell me about this guy a long time ago?
Probably, he's great. Like I actually, and he's a big Swiftie, which is super
Big
awesome
Swiftie.
because we got Swiftie on the
Big
pod right
Swiftie.
now.
You are the biggest gaslighter. You know that? You're the biggest
How?
liar.
How?
Because
How?
one, everything. Two, you told me that you went to the Taylor Swift concert and you said you,
Oh, I bought him a ticket, but then my mom wanted to go instead.
but you never told me you didn't go.
But here's the thing: you go back to podcast 4. I know the podcast. Podcast 4 in 19 minutes. So this is what happened. Alexis, my wonderful wife, she bought me the tickets, and I was like, you know, I'm a great guy. Your mom's pretty chill. I'm gonna give her my ticket so she could go.
Also, like, yes, you gave it to her, but it wasn't like you were excited to go see Taylor Swift.
I was. I'm a huge Swiftie. Folklore, one for best albums, I would say. Taylor's
Okay.
version, of course.
What's your
That's
favorite,
the
what's your
only
favorite, what's your
version.
favorite song from Folklore?
Trouble. Why are you laughing? What's wrong with that?
It's like her fourth album. Dumbass.
How do you know so much about Taylor?
'Cause Ryan's a Swiftie.
I like her first
Ryan's a
like 4 albums,
Swiftie.
like 3 or 4 albums, yeah.
Ryan's a diehard
Uh,
Swiftie. He just doesn't want to be known as a
Here's
Swiftie.
the reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
That one's just playing.
Uh,
Anyway, so I gave my ticket to her mother.
Okay.
And
Her
then,
mother.
And then anyway, then on our podcast, you just brought it up randomly.
Because you're wearing this hoodie.
I was wearing that hoodie actually. If it fit me very
My
well.
hoodie.
Anyway, so then you just brought it up, acting like you automatically thought I went, and I had to go with it. I was like, "Fuck, I'm in too deep. Fuck."
Oh,
Were you
no.
like asking questions?
Yeah, he like brought it. Like he told everybody.
And I told
Everybody being our 3 cameras, who I sometimes I think are real people. But he told everybody, so I can't ruin the illusion. I'm already in too deep. There's some situations like you're in too deep. You gotta get it.
Yeah, I understand. I forgive you. Just
Yeah.
don't let it happen again, you silly bitch.
Here's a good question. Since we're on the topic of
I had a good question too, but you tell yours first. Ask yours first.
no, I interrupted.
No.
No.
Alexis, you go.
No, Alexis, what question do you have?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask us a question.
Favorite Taylor Swift song? Go.
I was gonna
3,
say that.
Ooh.
2, 1. Ryan.
Oh, it's the one where it goes like, where it's like, I think it's me.
All you are is me.
Yeah.
That one.
Isn't that a basic one?
And a liar.
That's good.
It's
And
good.
a cheater.
Oh, that's
Empathetic.
good. And
And alone in life and
mean.
mean.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's good. She's
No.
good.
What's that one song where it's like, kinda love the gap between your teeth.
My Shiny Teeth in Me by Chip
Yeah.
Siler.
Shiny teeth.
Baby, shiny teeth, shiny teeth.
Shiny teeth
That
that sparkle.
sparkles.
No, you messed me up. Which one am I thinking of? It's an old song.
I'm gonna need a little more.
Paper Hearts. Paper Hearts is really good.
Paper
So
Rings.
many
Paper Rings.
songs.
Paper Rings. That's a cute one. Off of
Yeah.
Lover.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I do know that one. I do know that one. Are you
Go.
gonna ask me?
Cardigan.
Cardigan.
Ah.
That's a good one. Off of Folklore. That's a good one.
Oh.
Am I right?
Favorite song? Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Favorite song?
Fucking knew it. What's the song name? It's like, put my hand on your heart while I'm driving. Our song.
Our song.
Our song. Our song
in the slum screen door, knocking on your windows. When you're on the phone and you talk real slow.
Cause it's late and your mama don't know.
You only like that song because we sang it so much in high school. And
No, you shut your dirty whore mouth. That's mine and my wife's song.
That's your first song you guys danced to your wedding,
Do
right?
you know why that's our song?
Our song?
Our song. Do you know why do you know why our song is our song?
No.
You ready for this sappy shit? Camera, get this ready. This is about to be the most sappiest shit you have ever seen. Me and my wife, when we were young, super young, I would say, probably in high school, we took a day trip to Sedona, and we were listening to that song probably on loop for like 2 or 3 times. And then, like, that was the time I knew. I was like, fuck, this girl's the one.
Oh my gosh.
This girl is the
That's when you knew she was
fucking
the one?
I know that's so super cringy, but, like, we were young, and I was like, fuck, I have so much life to live, but, like, this one's definitely the one. This one's the
Sweet.
one.
And
Hold on. I give a heartfelt thing. She's
No,
like,
because I'm
sweet,
thinking
cool.
of-
She's like, cool,
is
sweet.
I said
cheesy?
that's
Is it cheesy or
sweet.
sweets?
That's sweet. I
Sweet,
said that's
yeah.
sweet. But, okay, so.
I think there's a tone behind it. Like, oh,
Sweet, sweet.
I didn't want to interrupt.
You
Because
did
you, said,
like a big Bobby
you
tone.
you said you have to know when to interrupt and when not to interrupt. So I was keeping it short and sweet.
God damn.
Damn.
She's learning so fast. She's better than us,
I don't know what
honestly.
I'm talking about. I think she
But-
got it.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys remember my first Young Life club or time going to Young Life.
Talk about me in a second.
No, it was a Taylor Swift themed club, and the game was like passing a lipstick. This is kind of gross, but like passing a lipstick. Everybody touched the lipstick. Everybody passed the lipstick. Whoever it stopped on had to put on the red lipstick, and whoever was
That's
controlling
fun.
the music stopped it on me.
This motherfucker right here.
And he wore the lipstick. I did not put it on.
I don't remember. And it
Oh,
was a Taylor Swift
you
song.
took
Yeah.
it for
It was
her?
a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
I did take it for her. Oh, for you who don't know, Young Life is like a Christian small group where you go and play games with
Not a
other-
youth group because we're cool.
and we're not useful, but it's like a high school.
We're not
group.
youthful anymore, but we were.
But anyway, yeah, you play all those like silly games, and it was a Taylor Swift song, right?
That was the first club that I ever went to. And It
Yeah.
was Taylor Swift themed.
And then the
So it
next
was
club,
fitting.
she made out with our buddy Chris. I told you about
That was
Oh, yeah.
college.
In front
That
of-
was
was
in-
that college?
That was in college.
Oh, it was in high-
In front of my boss, which was embarrassing.
Oh,
boss?
No,
No,
my
it's-
boss when I worked at Chick-fil-A, he was like a leader for college Young Life or whatever, and he was at that one, and it was so embarrassing.
It's pretty embarrassing, yeah. For some reason, in my mind, I was like, "Oh, that's high school." But now
That was college.
So if you guys, obviously, you guys don't know, but the game was basically there is a plexiglass, and they take a guy, and then they take a girl, and they put peanut butter on each side of the plexiglass, and they both have to lick the peanut butter, and first one to get it all the way off wins. She did that with one of our buddies, Chris, who is a great guy, happily married and all that jazz. She did it with him. Like,
you did it with his now wife.
Oh, and I did it with his wife. I forgot about that.
Oh, wife swapping. We're gonna call this episode wife swapping.
Goddamn no, absolutely not.
Wife swapping, but they don't know we're talking about them.
We're talking shit.
That-
No,
we're not
you-
talking.
You said have
Oh, she got so
Oh.
scared. She's like, "We're not doing
said
it."
have
I
it.
saw this, I
I'm not
promise.
scared, but we're not
I was
talking shit.
I was on their honeymoon. They're happy.
You were.
You were on there. Oh, you were on their
I
honeymoon.
was.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Remember our biggest fear? He did that.
What's your biggest fear? Like, I'm gonna show up in Hawaii or something?
No, our biggest fear is one day we're just gonna be in Disneyland, just me and her, super romantic. And Ryan busted like, "Hey guys,
Hey! Who's got an extra pretzel?
Alexis is like, "We're 600 miles away. How is he here?"
Brittany, you promised he wouldn't be here.
But you were on his honeymoon.
Yes.
That's-
You've heard about this, right?
He just pops up.
I think I heard that you were there, but
saw the
like,
pictures
why
for
were
sure.
you there?
I saw the depression in their eyes, and then I saw you.
Especially Cheyenne. Cheyenne. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah,
Bleep her name,
they
Brady.
just
Bleep her name.
they just got married. Like, why would they?
So
was it a friend's trip or was it a honeymoon?
No, it's a honeymoon.
I was there with my girlfriend at the time, and we were hanging out, and I saw he posted on a story. Oh, look at this poo bear! Ha ha ha! And then I was like, no freaking way, babe! Look, Chris is here. And she's like, who the fuck? And I was like, Chris, you just got married. And then I was like, dude, meet up at the cantina in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then we met up, had some drinks, walked around, made lightsabers, hung out. Maybe honestly, overall like 2 hours, 3 hours almost. And
That's
then,
actually not that long. That's like
and then and then wifey. you got bleep it out.
Not if I get her approval.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna talk to you. Wifey was just kind of not having it.
Understandably
She's
so.
like, I get that fucking shit.
Like,
get
one
it. I
thing-
get it.
Like, it's not okay. Well, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You can
It'd be
talk shit.
cool. It'd be cool to like hang out with friends, but like on a honeymoon. If like we went to Disney on our honeymoon,
Yeah.
and
Wait, you did? I thought it was Hawaii.
No,
No, if we did.
Oh, yeah.
and
I
if
do-
we like met up with you and said hi and got a drink, like that'd be cool. But then if you guys like made lightsabers, if you took
That's
pictures,
like
and blah, blah, blah,
we went
like
to.
So an
continued the
hour's
day.
Good. An hour's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's like we went to Maui for our honeymoon, and like if you showed up randomly, you're like, "Damn, this was like our romantic place. We just got married. We're celebrating life together."
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker with his girlfriend.
Who is the number one person you would not want to run into on your honeymoon from your lives?
Here's the thing. I might be looking at him.
You're a dickhead.
No, I'm kidding. Not you. Because you're someone I don't try to avoid on the daily basis. I mean, I don't try to avoid a lot of people on the daily basis, but probably like an ex or something.
How many? You only have like a few exes.
What she knows about.
Okay, then yeah, there's one specific person that I would run into.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
No. Probably like an
We
ex.
don't have
Or,
commercials.
like an ex or something. So that would probably be bad. Or like a principal. My dog just like pops up. I actually would
Your
like
life
that.
is so good that you wouldn't mind a principal. That's the only thing you would hate is a principal showing up.
Here's the thing.
You're a freak, dude. This isn't the Magic School Bus anymore.
Here's the
this
thing.
is real life.
Here's the thing.
Who's yours, Ryan? Why are you so passionate about
Let me defend
this?
myself. Let me defend myself. Here's the thing. I don't have enemies. There's not, well, on my side, people could fucking hate me out there. I don't know. But in my mind, I don't really have enemies. Even my exes, like, I'm like, hey, I'm pretty cool. I don't hang out or talk to them. I don't
feel
hang
like-
out or talk to them. But
Yeah, seeing anybody would be like cool, but I'm also pretty good at like ending a conversation.
Oh, she's amazing at it. If she doesn't want to be there, she knows exactly how to, like, get out of it.
Yeah.
She's also really good at
I'm good
just,
at like saying hi, bye, maybe an Irish
What's
goodbye.
your number one strategy from getting out of a conversation?
Probably
Like you go grocery shopping, not really having it today. Brady's kind of upsetting you. You have 15 things to do today. Max is a piece of shit. I'm like, Alexis! Oh my god, Alexis! It's me, Ryan! I come over on Sundays? What's going on?
I would give you a big hug and say, "Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I'll talk to you soon."
Was that really it?
Here's the thing.
That's so fun.
Here's the thing. She's the most upfront motherfucker
But like,
there is.
it's not.
She doesn't like.
I don't see it as rude.
It's not.
It's
I
not
mean-
rude. But like,
Depends how you look at it.
I also can read a room. So like, if you're super excited, I'll stay and chat.
Also-
but like,
In her mind, she's
if
like,
it's an old boss,
"Motherfucker."
be like, "Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Have a good one."
But how about this? How about like you're walking in the same store and like you glance at them, but they don't notice you yet? Are you
if
gonna
they
like?
don't see me, I'm looking the other way. And
Are you
I'm
gonna
going.
try to avoid them the entire time you're at the store?
Yeah. I'll let
What if
them.
someone you
I'll
like?
let them come up to me. If it's someone I like and I'm like super comfortable with, then I'll go up to them. But I also
Like
have
a
like a
sibling
lot
or-
of like social
A
anxiety.
sibling? Did you say a
A
sibling?
sibling, yeah, I'll go up to them.
Hey, you lost? How help me find mom?
Yeah, I think with like social anxiety, because I haven't struggled with this a lot, but like recently I feel like I've been getting a little bit more anxious and anxiety.
Our bodies will always be changing about stuff like that.
I think that's what it is, because the first like 20, how old am I? 23, 24?
You're 24.
Fuck.
You'll be 25 this year.
Damn
Yeah.
it. For the first like 24 years of my life, I was like, oh, I'm lollygagging. But now, like late in the nights, I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on up here? What's going on?
Late in the nights? Are
Yeah.
you trying to tell us that you're maybe have anxiety or you're depressed or something?
I'm Batman.
Is this your way of coming out saying like I might need help?
No, I'm just saying I'm finding the right resources to talk about with it. But
For sure.
no, I understand about like her social anxiety. Like sometimes you're in a spot where like I don't want to fucking be in this spot.
I will say we goof a lot. We gaff a lot, have laughs, live, love here on the podcast.
Live, laugh, love.
working at, I was gonna say it. We won't have to go into it too much. Working at Dutch Bros, I have become very good at like reading the room, reading energy, reading people.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right, and then kind of like knowing like this guy doesn't want to talk, or this guy wants to talk a lot, or this guy wants to be here forever, or like this person wants.
You're like you're a chameleon. You're able to like
in a sense
become
in a
whatever
sense.
the situation.
You kind of have to be.
Yeah. I think that's the best like tool to utilize in life. I feel like a lot of people don't learn that skill of like being flexible and being like lenient and stuff.
People
like that.
skills.
People skills. I feel like a lot of people like miss that. And honestly, I think I talk to a lot of people about this. Our buddy Jeremy talked about this too. Is like I feel like 2020 kind of messed up a lot of people.
I totally agree.
I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, for me, it didn't. It did the exact opposite.
No, because here's the thing: we were outside of high school. All the high schoolers, like high school is one of the main, not the main, but one of the main place I got to learn my people skills. I got to talk. But 2020, like people who were in high school, they were isolated for like a year. They're not talking to anybody, and like they have Zoom calls, but most of them aren't showing up to the Zoom calls. I didn't know this, but like I guess the seniors during 2020. A lot of them just automatically graduated. They didn't need to like finish.
They didn't walk or anything.
They didn't walk, but they didn't need to like really finish their schooling. They just like, okay, you're graduated now.
And you were out of high school by 2020?
We're same age.
We graduated in 2017.
He's like, you're 24, you're 18? He's like, yeah, last year, 2022, out of high school?
I mean, my parents are 6 years apart, so 7 years
We're
apart.
the same age.
It's different when we're younger.
I'm stupid. That was a question. I zoned out a little bit. Let me hear from you.
About what?
What was your question to me?
It was like, we're talking about 2020.
Well,
just
first
like quarantining.
Yeah.
Quarantini.
Quarantini with martinis. Am I interrupting you? I'm so sorry.
No, your turn. I'm kidding.
Your turn.
Your turn.
What year did you graduate? Because it was before us.
No, say it.
Okay,
Say it.
I'm old too.
As long as it's not before 2018 or something.
We graduated before 20. I have to help him with numbers.
You guys are going to grill me, but it's 2012.
We know it's 2012. Oh, I know.
Okay.
She's like, damn.
I'm doing the math.
I'll be 30 next year.
Have you seen that Kevin Hart interview where he was talking to someone?
I guess that makes sense.
29. How old?
I don't know.
How fucking old am I?
You're 28.
I mean,
28.
We kind of skipped over my birthday this year because I was moving.
We skip over your birthday every year.
When's your birthday?
June 10th.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you that. If I had a gun to my head, I couldn't.
What was your 2020 like? Were you working the whole time?
Well,
she fucking dumped her dumbass boyfriend. She dumped her dumbass boyfriend.
Him. The first May of COVID, I was turning 21. The world was ending.
I think everything closed.
Everything was going a little bit crazy up here.
Everything closed on the 23rd. Your birthday is after that. So, like, there was nothing. Yeah. There was nothing to do.
Yeah. The world just felt like it was ending because everybody was, like, so scared of everything.
It was hard.
Did you lose your job by chance?
No, I worked at Chick-fil-A. That shit never closed. We were always open.
God's chicken never.
God's chicken is always.
Definitely a hard time. God's putting in work, even if it's through bread and chicken.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that is crazy. Definitely when you turn 20, because I think 20. There's only a couple ages where are those big milestones when you turn that age.
I think 21 is. I don't think 20 is.
Well, she was turning 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like when you're supposed to like go out to a bar for your first time. No.
She didn't get to do that.
Backpack. You didn't backpack Europe, and you didn't like brush like shoulders with a celebrity. Or
it is crazy
like
because right before the shutdown, 2019 summer or before summer, we went to Europe for like
October
of 2019.
You couldn't drink in Europe.
No, we could.
Oh, you could. Okay, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. So we got to experience all that, but
So
then like I felt like we got back. And then maybe a couple months later, they're like, "Oh, there's this COVID virus." Then we went through Christmas, like, "Okay, COVID, what's that?" And then like April, boom, everything's done.
Yeah,
everything's done for. And like
it was like February, really. Like February started.
Yeah. Because I remember going out in December just to the bars. I was 21 at the time. And like I remember my dad. He also struggles with like pretty bad anxiety. He was freaking out. Like he gave
more golf courses.
Yeah. No, but like he would give us baggies of like hand sanitizers and gloves, and like he had a bat near his bed because he just didn't know what was going on. But no one knew what was going on. Yeah. The world wasn't prepared for like a global pandemic.
Pandemic.
Anyways, back to the first question. Who would you not want to see on your honeymoon?
Oh my god, how did we get to this?
You're the only one that didn't answer that.
She's good at bringing it back.
Yeah, you are good at bringing it back.
We usually just run on. We
I
never
would-
answer. We never answer the question. We
finish the thought.
absolutely
That's
never
crazy.
answer the question.
That's crazy. Yeah, you kept that in the back of your brain the whole time.
Why don't we pay her?
No, I'm with you. I'm cool with like pretty much all my exes. I think they would hate to run into me on their honeymoons.
Me too.
But I wouldn't mind seeing them. I'd be like,
You're like,
oh,
I
this
really
guy.
want to see them.
no, I wouldn't really want to see them.
I really want to
That's
see
not
you
what I was
right
saying.
now.
That's not what I was saying. I said I wouldn't mind seeing them. I guess like people I've wronged or like I owe money to maybe, or like I don't mind seeing you. I'll be like, hey, this is like sort of your other husband, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe my mom's husband. I like him a lot, but like only like an hour or two.
Ron, Doug, Steve,
Dave.
See, those are all like.
That can be King of the Hill too. Ron, Doug, Steven, and Dave.
Rest peace,
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
No, Dale.
Dale, it is Dale. Boomer's like, God damn
Also,
it.
if the super duper off chance that Dave listens, I like you a lot. I do. Just
Your mom listens.
Stay clear of Japan and Hawaii when
In 2025.
For 2025, yeah.
I mean, you're young.
Yeah.
I think you're at the point of your. Tell me if I'm right. I don't
Okay.
know, because we have a friend, our friend Jana. She just got married, and like it's fast. Once when you get to an age, it's a fast transfer.
You got married already?
Oh no, she just got engaged.
Okay.
But it's a fast transfer of like when you're at a certain age, you date someone, then you just know. So you're like, okay, let's just do the wedding now.
Once you get older, you know what you want.
Because,
In
like-
your early 20s, you're still kind of like figuring out who you are a little bit.
When we started dating, we were fucking like 16.
Yeah, that's different.
We were
and now
like-
you're pushing 26.
Yeah,
25.
calm down, god damn it. Yeah, we were so young, so like even in our 20s we're like, we're not gonna rush anything because we're like, well, you never know. But
Yeah.
when you're like 50, you're not 50, but when you're like older, you're just like, okay, well, we gotta do it sometime.
Oh, never mind. I was about to say in 11 years I will be. No, in 11 years I'll be like 40. I think.
Yeah.
So
What's a long time? But like, do you think you're at a point where you're like, okay, let's just see how long this dating goes, and then when the time right? Or
oh,
you
yeah, that's like where I'm at right now with dating.
yeah, like where you're at right now with dating. I'm like, what's the time length of like dating to marriage?
Do you know what's crazy? Dating as a Christian in your like late 20s is weird. I know I goof off a lot. My jokes may not seem like I'm Christian, but I am.
No.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
My mom dated her now husband for I think like 4 months,
Yeah, it's different.
and then they married like the 6th month.
Yeah, it's different.
Once
When you're past that age.
Yeah, like I said, like you just know who you are and what you want. Right now it's interesting. I've experienced so much. I've experienced much life in a lot of different ways that I know what I'm looking for, and I'm very open to a lot of different things. I'm not gay or anything, but like different like other types of like
Very
people.
open to explore.
I'm very open. I like dudes.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm dating this wonderful woman right now. It's not official
You are?
yet. Yeah,
And then you're not officially dating, are you?
we're not steady yet, but we've been on like a handful of
But
dates.
you're gonna fucking reel her in.
We've done breakfast dates, Lego
Oh my
dates.
gosh.
We've done like we watch Office and do Legos together.
Is she local or she's not local?
She's not local. She's about an hour and a half away.
I think I know.
That's
yeah.
not bad.
It's not, especially because where she lives is gorgeous.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Where?
about.
You don't know anything. I'm not gonna name drop anyone.
No, because you were up there. I'm like, why are you up there? You're like, oh, just day trip.
Do you know what's weird about you being knowing I'm up there? I didn't fucking tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone.
I know what. I know. I'm very observant. You don't know that.
What?
Go watch our TikTok when Ryan asked me some questions about himself. I know like literally every single question. I'm just observant, man.
You're always gonna bring that up now.
Yeah.
Can you write your speech for my wedding? Like I fucked up my speech so badly for your guys' wedding. Can you write yours, please?
Yes. When it comes to big stuff like that, I'm very organized. In the small day-to-day stuff, I'm like, we'll fucking see what happens.
I think I fell apart when I said that. I had Brady in my bedroom shirtless one time doing push-ups. That's where I fell apart.
I felt like you fell apart as your first line. It's like, sup guys, I'm Brady's secret best friend.
So
anyway, quiet.
No, I had to burp it and I was like, please don't say something.
No, but anyway, did we ever answer the question? So right now in your current relationship, you're just seeing how long.
No, I plan to ask her. She's doing a lot of schooling right now, but she should be done in like a week or two.
Yeah, honestly.
No, like a week and a half from now.
School for what?
She's gonna be I don't know how much I can share, but like.
Well, we don't know who she is.
She's gonna be a doctor. Well, no, she already is, but she's taking her board license exam.
So that's 8 years. 8 years of school.
8 years, yeah.
It's a lot of commitment. So that means she's great at commitment.
Yeah.
Like we dropped out of community like year 1.
Dude,
so we were like, commitment for us? Mm-mm.
A doctor? That's amazing.
Dude, like it is, yes, 1,000%. But you know what's kind of crazy? This is aside from her. This is like the 3rd doctor I've dated this year.
Ryan just reels them in.
All the medical people.
He's like, who wants me?
No,
all the medical
people.
They're
like, who can I fix? No, deadass. The other doctor I dated this year was a little crazy.
They're just trying to fix you. They're just like, who's this little? I think being a doctor, there's a lot of stress when it comes to it. So like, you're a fun-loving guy. So they're like, oh, this helps me put my.
You know what? I think that's a little bit of what it is.
This helps me put my brain off of work. Hopefully, you don't talk about like work with them all the time.
Oh, I don't.
You're like, I don't understand it anyway.
Actually, who I'm talking to now, I love hearing about her work. She's like a pediatrician type of a doctor.
Oh, I love pediatricians,
and I love hearing about like. I don't know. She can't really tell too much about what she does, but what she does tell me about, I love hearing about it because like the psychological aspect of it and like the kid aspect of it.
Yeah,
I really do enjoy listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love kids. Well, like pediatrician like type of way, like not like.
I like when kids get treated with the utmost respect from doctors.
Well, that's awesome. I hope it goes well and like.
Yeah, it's going really well.
And cool thing. Well, for me personally, obviously, we're at very different parts of our life.
No, true.
But for me personally, when it kind of goes to marriage, I'm like, do I have my shit figured out? Like, am I happy? Like.
You left your wife at the movie theater earlier.
I did. That's not actually the first. I have a story. I have a story about when we first started dating.
Wait. After your story, I want to hear a cringe story about when you guys were dating.
Okay.
A cringe story?
A cringe.
You
like, oh, he's trying. Okay.
I could tell you.
Suck it up for one more night, Alexis.
This is a me sucking up. I hope you're okay with me telling this. Because I know at the time, you had no control over this. But.
If it's about my family, then maybe let's not tell it.
No. It's not about your family.
Okay.
To a point, it's not. No, it's not. But
is it about Red Robin?
It is.
Then we're not going to tell it.
Okay, we're not going to talk about
Red Robin?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not talking about Red Robin story.
Okay, I'll tell it. From what I remember, what I remember is I had no control over something, and I had to leave.
Okay.
Homeboy still didn't drive because he didn't get his license.
15?
He didn't get his license until he was 18.
What, is this a roast Brady?
I mean, hey,
you were gonna roast me.
It helps you feel better. I didn't get my license until I was like 20.
Really?
But I was driving a motorcycle around.
We're bum asses.
I always drove a motorcycle around for 3 years though.
We're bum asses.
Okay, that's different.
So she left me at the altar.
At Red Robin.
Oh, I guess
in the booth.
I guess Red Robin.
Because I had to go. I had to be somewhere.
But she couldn't take me.
You said altar, and Red Robin booth is pretty different.
Yeah, you're so right. But no, yeah, that's just like a cool story I like to bring up because it's like it was just funny. We were like young and like I was there alone, and it was very very sad because like the waitress, she's like, okay, here's your 2 food, and then I'm just eating it by myself. She's like, you want a box for the other one? I'm like, yeah. And then like I wasn't driving, so like I called like one of my good like mentor type friends. I'm like, can you pick me up? I'm alone at Red Robin, and I wasn't like mad because I understood that she had to go.
Was it like J-Mar or something?
Yeah, I was like a friend like that, like I wasn't mad, but I was like, damn, this sucks. I'm at Red Robin, but it's more of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I was with this pretty girl.
And you're young too.
She left.
It's completely valid.
Mm-hmm. Was this the first pretty girl you've been with?
Yeah, 100%. First pretty girl I've ever been with.
That's crazy, man. Good job.
I've never been with a pretty girl before her.
Guys, how about guys?
Anyway.
You see that's so sweet?
No, I said that's mean.
She said that's so mean.
Because he's no.
No, I set him up to flatter you, and then you said that's mean.
She's so nice.
But the other girls, like, they're gonna feel sad.
Well, no, it's
not that they're watching, but
they might. This one. You never freaking know. I only know one of your exes. Dude, no names. How many of my exes can you name?
4.
You said
she's
1.
chugging that
no,
fucking
I can name
shit.
2.
You can name 2.
4.
You can name 4?
Yeah.
I really want to know, but I was like, don't say it out loud. Just don't say it.
Okay, so we got
No.
relationships are just.
I'm
so
not gonna
weird.
lie to you. I almost had like 5 other girlfriends this year or whatever. But I told myself I am so fucking sick of bringing home a different girl for the Thanksgiving parties and the Christmas parties and the family parties. So I was like, no, this is not happening again. Whoever it is, it has to be like hopefully the last one.
Definitely after that thing which brought you to Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
What brought you to Jesus?
Oh my gosh. The dick pic that led me to Jesus.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't going to say it.
Somebody sent you a dick pic?
No, opposite.
No.
Opposite.
Wait.
No, I wasn't.
You have to say it now.
No, I wasn't going to tell the story.
Well, now you have to.
You sent somebody a dick pic, Ryan.
No.
To be fair, it wasn't somebody.
What? No. I want to drop the title and maybe release it in a different time.
What the hell are you talking about?
I wanted to drop the title of the story.
Anyway.
And then and tell the
So
story.
Save it.
every time.
We can save it.
We'll save it. Maybe we'll tell you after the pod. But yeah. It's the dick
But I
pic
will
what brought him to
say,
Jesus.
girls don't like to receive dick pics. I'll say it.
I
If
don't
you're
either.
sending them, I wouldn't.
I don't either.
Well, also, oh wow! I sure hope no one sends me a dick pic.
This feels like a fever dream or something.
Probably because we're drunk and sweating our asses off.
Oh, by the way, I remember the song from Taylor Swift I really like. It's Ours.
Where did this come from?
She asked like a half hour ago what it was. It's Ours. Where it's like, people throw rocks at things that shine and life makes. Life makes love work hard. Yeah.
What's up? Damn,
Damn,
she fucking
chill
crushed that.
with that.
You can throw that at the camera. That's
So,
what you
that'd be
should
so
do.
sick.
It-
Wait,
no.
no. What if it splashes onto the mattress or something?
Yeah, no.
Oh yes, that mattress we love so much. I'm so glad you
It's
guys.
for our guest bedroom.
This is
Doesn't this our
this
guest
is one of her
bedroom look
favorite
so
things.
nice?
She loves this podcasting. Because when we moved in, she's like, "Oh, I can't wait to have an esthetician, an office room." And
does.
then I fucking walk in, podcast room, anime, beer,
You told her
chicks.
she was okay with it.
Mojo Dojo Casa House. I
Yes.
am okay with it. I'm okay with it. But we're saving that for when we have a guest bedroom.
What if one day it turns a profit? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with it. I'm
This
okay
shit
with
will
it.
turn a profit.
What
for
if
sure.
one day it pays for a cool vacation?
It's also like a fun hobby that you guys have, so I'm not gonna like be
That's a good.
that girl.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's cool that you get it because like it's dope that we enjoy this a
Yeah.
lot. Because if we didn't enjoy it and we're just trying to shoot for that sweet cash, we wouldn't be having fun and we would
Yeah.
be wasting our time.
We enjoy this. I didn't realize that.
I do enjoy it.
No, that's a cool thing. And I don't want to make this like the Alexis podcast, but like my wife, she is like super just like understanding. Like she's one of the dopest people. Like I'll be.
No, she is. Yeah.
I'll be like, she's just super chill. I don't know where like you learned that from, or if it's just
It's
like.
my anxiety.
So like I'll be like, hey, I want to do this. She's like, I don't fucking care. You're a grown man.
Or it's like if I argue, he'll keep talking to me. Yeah, sounds crazy.
Well, am I gonna be like the crazy wife that's like, no, you have to stay home all the time? Like, no.
There's, excuse me. There's been times where like I wake up in
Goodness.
the.
Do you need like a water?
No,
you want some pizza?
I got White Claw. My pizza.
Yeah.
No, I got White Claw. I'll eat that pizza in a minute. I just don't want to get up. I'm surrounded in cords and hose. That's you, not you.
No, you do.
No, there'll be time like I'll be like dead asleep and I'll get a Snapchat and I'll raise from the grave and I'm like, I guess I'm hanging out with people. Babe, can I go hang out with people? She's like, I don't fucking care.
You're still here.
I want you to go hang out with people. So I do love because
For sure.
that's like the one, and I'll tell Ryan this every day, all day, is like, I'm thankful that I'm not single right now, because like dating right now, like bitches be trifling.
I would say that probably I will say about 85%.
I will say. I'll probably say, like, I will say.
I will say. What will you say?
Have you ever had a dream where you're like, and then like, have you ever had a dream where you're like, also like, and then like,
You will say what, Ryan?
What are you saying?
Are you drunk?
bro, this is fucking me up. I'm only halfway done.
You haven't eaten since 2:00 yesterday morning.
I haven't. Yeah, that's my 8 was around 2:00 this morning. Yeah.
Yeah. You will say.
Dating in your late 20s as a like little like office worker, stay at home dude, I've done it. It's like 80% like online.
Mm.
Have you guys probably never?
Never. Oh, here's the thing. When I was single, I tried, and I was like, I'm an ugly ass motherfucker. So I wasn't getting any traction, and so I stopped.
I learned the most about Photoshop when I had to online date.
Here's the thing: when I did online date, I don't know if you know this. The most things when I did online date for like the 2 or 3 months I tried when we were broken up, I tried, but the only people I was matching with was like people I knew who like ran into my account. So I'm like, this is not doing anything for me. Like these are people I already know. So I was like,
Well, that's good.
well, yeah, that's good. So I'm like, this ain't doing anything for me. So it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I had the most awkward hookups, I think, in 2020.
For me personally, I'm like, hey, I never met you before. Let's do some kissy, mushy, mushy. I'm like,
Yeah, we don't have to really talk about this though.
no, yeah, it's
I don't
weird.
think we're gonna talk about
You
this.
guys have never, you guys don't want to,
Kissy,
Never what?
mushy, mushy.
talked about his online dating experience.
Well, it's just like I didn't really have experience with online dating.
Gotcha.
So
No, but you're right. It's great to be thankful and married around like late 20s or mid 20s to like 30s. Like I said, like if I had my choice, I think I would have been married like 2 or 3 years ago, honestly.
don't do it.
Okay, don't do it. And what about you? Do it.
I'd say do it with the right person.
For sure.
I would say do it with the right person too.
Shut up.
Shut up. She's like, shut up, bitch.
I don't know. I know you don't want the best for me, Brady. Shut up.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'll say it boldly. When we first started this podcast, I said, I really want to hold a microphone. I'm regretting it halfway through. My early form arthritis is killing me right now.
Yeah.
This whole time I was like, Ryan, let me hold the
Every podcast, she's like, dude, why am I so refined? I haven't held it one time. The only thing I'm holding is like my cock and like my beer.
Yeah.
That's all I'm holding.
Your what now?
My beer.
Oh, your beer. Yeah, I was like, oh, it would be so cool. Like, it's a more loungy situation. Like, I could lounge. I haven't lounged once. I'm fucking straight up, hands cramping. I have early form arthritis, what's terrifying for me.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is that why you stopped drawing?
It just hurts a lot. I don't know if I ever brought this up to you. No, I probably have.
You have.
But it just hurts. Like, I can't write with a pencil.
Stop pulling shots.
Yeah, I can't. Stop
Stop cracking your fingers every 2 seconds.
I do that, but it hurts. Anyway, yeah.
It hurts when you don't?
I'm not too worried about it, but
Oh my gosh, I am.
yeah, I'm not too. It's just arthritis. My grandma's fingers are like.
I've only hit up Alexis one time without you being around.
You hit up my wife?
It was about
What?
you, Brady.
You didn't tell me about
the
this.
only time I ever talked to her, I think one time outside of like here, was like I was like, "Hey, Alexis, is Brady okay?" He's like having a heart attack at home.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and you never responded.
Well, I was at work that night.
not you,
So I
him,
didn't see it.
but yeah.
Oh.
I was like, you're like, I need to sit down, man. I'm just not feeling well. And I was like, you okay, bro? You okay, bro? You okay, bro? I'm like, hey, Alexis, is Brady okay, bro?
I think I went home and he was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they don't last long. I just have heart problems.
When was your last checkup? Dead ass.
Like 10 years ago?
We started this podcast talking about Taylor Swift.
Now we're talking about my
And
health. Do you want to bring it back to Taylor Swift?
We've also done like
Shots?
love life and like honeymoons.
I didn't realize this podcast was going to be so serious. You guys are 2 of the most, like, silly, goofy people that I know.
Is this a serious podcast?
Yeah, you're talking about your health and, like,
He's just worried about me.
marriage and anxiety and dating. And
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I
We've
don't know.
goofed off quite a bit. Like
Pee
during.
poop. I think that's she came into this podcast thinking these motherfuckers anime farts, but no.
Okay, look at our surroundings.
You're like,
We got
what do
fucking-
you blame her?
We got fucking fart
Posters
clouds
on the wall.
We have fart clouds. And
Keychains hanging. We have shoes on the wall.
We have the
So-
first Black Spider-Man.
Do you not like our set?
No, I do, but like this
You
is
know
what
what?
I was
This-
expecting.
humble
I wasn't
beginnings.
expecting you guys to talk about like health and dating and marriage and all of these things.
Someone doesn't watch our podcast.
Well,
You would never
actually,
stay past the 30-minute
To
mark.
her defense, we changed it up recently.
To her
It used
defense,
be-
no one watches our podcast.
How
No,
long
we've
have
had
we been
to-
recording?
You do the exact same thing what Ryan does. It's 53 minutes.
53 minutes?
I feel like we can keep going though.
Is it too long? We can keep
Oh
going.
no, first 10 is.
Just
Oh,
chilling.
for-
Oh yeah,
okay.
just 40 minutes.
Ryan does that too, Nate. We won't cut this out. I never
Cut
do.
that out. That's
No,
disgusting.
Oh, your burp.
Yeah.
You go. Bleh.
Okay, how about lighter hearted subject? I had a question a long time ago. For
What do you think about that economic change of the political system?
You know, he did that so much. I just let it go. I really do. I just let it go now.
What? My speech impairment? Oh, let's make
One
fun of the
time-
disabled
Question,
kid.
Ryan.
Alexis,
What's your
one time you weren't. It was guys' night, and we
Boys.
were at a pool. We were chilling at a pool at like 1 a.m.
2 guys in
butt
a
ass
hotel.
naked, and there was 3 of us that wasn't gay.
I'm not gay, Comfy.
he tried saying high fructose corn syrup, but the words that came out of his mouth were alien. And
it wasn't.
I
No, that was like when we were when you guys were playing the trivia game. Like you would say like a name, and he'd be like, "I don't know it," and he's like, "I said it first."
I just get excited. I get so excited.
Your mouth is faster than your brain.
Well, here's the thing. I have
a lot of things.
Not trying to bring it serious, but I have internal. I have external.
Make
Internal.
it funny.
Me can't read good. Me words come out. Not
Me
fluent.
can't read good or speak.
So when I talk. You probably know about this. When I talk, I see a sentence of me talking. So I say that sentence when I talk. But with my internal dyslexia, that switches the words up. So when I talk, it'll be like, oh, the chair over there. But instead I said, your chair fair over there. So like, I don't know.
At least you know yourself really well.
Sometimes I just need to break it down.
Now I see where Max gets his stupid from.
You leave my son out of this. You leave my gods out. You leave my new podcast co-host out of this. Anyway, yeah, and then there's certain words I just can't say. I don't know if it's my accent. I don't know if it's
your accent. Tell me more about your accent.
My Boston accent. My
His
Bostonian.
Arizonian accent.
My Boston
We
accent.
probably do have an accent if we go in different
Car
states.
keys.
We do.
I put my car keys over there by the harbor.
Okay.
By the harbor.
The people in Boston probably like make fun of us and talk like Valley girls.
No, I oh my god. What does a Valley girl sound like?
Like a little LA girl. Like, oh my god.
That sounds
She
normal.
kinda killed it,
That
actually.
sounds normal. That sounds absolutely normal.
Exactly.
All right, back to my question.
Don't do that. You peaked.
I peaked.
You absolutely peaked. Just like it.
Yep, say it. Just like I did last year. I'm going downhill now. Okay.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna ask Alexis
Brady.
and
Yes.
Alexis.
Include me. Include me.
We were talking about podcasts earlier, and I was thinking like, okay, so like, what's like one of your favorite podcasts then? And then, what's your favorite podcast sets?
Oh, we're big set people.
There's a really cool podcast
I
sets out there.
fucking love sets.
One of my favorite podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
They don't film it. It's called Armchair Expert with Dak Shepard. They don't film it.
That's a good one. That's a good
But
one.
Is he
another
a
one.
YouTuber?
No.
Dak Shepard?
Dak Shepard is an actor. He was on Punk'd. He was like one of the main guys with Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd.
Mm.
He's pretty old.
It's
Older.
pretty-
He's not pretty
Whoa,
old.
that's
Dak
Dak Shepard. Are
He's
you
older.
watching this?
He's married to Kristen Bell,
You know what's
the
crazy?
voice of Anna
Kristen Bell.
from Frozen.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's her husband.
She's Anna.
But he doesn't record.
I
But
love
Emma
Anna. I like her better than
Chamberlain.
Elsa.
Yeah, Emma Chamberlain is also another favorite podcast.
TikToker. I know that.
Mm.
YouTuber. She doesn't have TikTok.
Oh yeah, she has.
But she literally.
Be quiet now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking. She literally records with a microphone in her bed, and like she'll record it so like it's like FaceTime,
Mm.
which I love.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's almost like this. It's almost like lo-fi is like synonymous now with music, but like lo-fi is really just like low tech technology basically.
That's what.
But it's definitely like a lo-fi kind of thing where you just kind of chill in your bed with like a microphone. I've seen people make YouTube videos with just like their phone and like a little like wire like microphone.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Go ahead,
one.
Brady.
That's
We-
one of the
you can talk
things. Am I allowed to talk?
you're good.
Okay, I'm good. Your turn.
Your turn.
Your turn. Yeah, that's like one of the things I was telling Ryan. Like, I love our podcast, but I'm also a big enthusiast for like the chilled, like the people just talking in their living room with like microphones in their hands, and they're just like, this is a conversation you could walk into at like a party or a hangout or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
For sure. No, I agree. And there are a lot of podcasts like that. We make a joke about like, oh, Humble Beginnings. But Humble Beginnings, like I've seen Humbler. Like we have it pretty good. Like
You should have saw our first set in 2020.
Yeah.
No video at all.
yeah, no video at all.
You should have saw what we were working with.
We had a low JPEG image that Brady made, and it was good. It was good.
It had audio waves. It was actually pretty high class.
We actually no, I drew us, huh? I drew us little cartoon characters.
But I was talking about the actual
Oh,
physical.
is that like your thing on Spotify? The picture, the
One of
little
them.
anime guys.
Oh
One of
no,
It was a
we'll
different.
show you different.
If you guys
time.
go back to our 2020 podcast,
Yeah.
I actually think they're fire podcasts.
Question.
Yes.
Where can I find this podcast?
You could find this podcast on. She fucking did her media training. She's great at those social clips.
No, I'm being serious.
Oh my gosh. You could
Because
find.
I've noticed that you guys aren't uploading to Spotify.
She called us out. She called
You know
us
what?
out.
Because that's where I listen to my podcast. And
She
it's,
called us
there's
out.
not been any new
So,
uploads.
starting-
Is there money in Spotify and Apple?
100%.
Podcast?
I have
Well,
no
the more
clue.
platforms you have ad reads
That's
on,
true. That's true.
You're really good at social clips, like
I'm,
finding.
that was a genuine question.
It was a genuine. Like,
Honestly, just YouTube right now, because like
Okay.
we had a run
TikTok
in with,
too.
We had a run in with TikTok clips are on there. We had a run in with how our uploads are on Spotify and Apple
Okay.
Podcasts, and like honestly, it's been kind of laziness between both of us.
they also said like you guys are just too handsome and too creative to be on this platform.
You like broke Spotify.
Yeah, we broke the records. Like Taylor Swift, who we broke it.
What about
Taylor
you,
Swift
Brady?
doesn't have a podcast. If she
No,
did, I
I'm
would
saying
listen.
like how she broke the Spotify.
If she did
released-
though, she break more records probably. Why
Oh
Spotify?
my god! If she had a podcast, that'd be crazy.
Here's the thing about Taylor Swift. I actually think she's pretty funny. Like she's like just a funny person.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, I think she's.
Okay.
Do you think she's funny?
She is so well thought out. Like,
She has theories about Taylor
Wait,
Swift.
talk about Taylor Swift because like
She loves Taylor.
Yeah.
What about her?
What girl doesn't like
she's like 7 foot, right?
7 foot?
7 foot now.
No,
She's
like
taller than me. I think she's like
5'11".
5,
I'm
like
5'11".
8 or something. I
5'10".
don't know her
You
height.
are 5'10". I'm 5'11". I might be
I'm a
6
little
foot.
man.
Actually, nowadays I might be. Anyway, back to Taylor. She, I think a lot of the girly pops right now, like, they say Taylor Swift is so, like, particular and organized how she says stuff. Like, every single thing she says is, like, a hint to something. Am I
Not
correct?
everything, but like she does leave hints for like the big fans in like interviews and stuff that she does, or like Instagram posts and things like that.
I get that. Yeah, because they're always, like, picking apart, like, her interviews. Like, oh, she kind of dropped
But
something
it's
right
not
now.
like it's like out of craziness. Like she does do it intentionally.
I will say that girl is doing something. Like before I was like, okay, she's doing something, but there's other celebrities who are like doing the exact same thing. But honestly, she's on her Eras tour. That's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's on this Era tours right now, and shout out. But
Black on Black is kind of fire too.
it's low-key lit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I also create products for my anime line. I just did a Black on Black design recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I love
kind
her.
of going back to her, like, she's not only fucking selling out the stadiums. There is traffic of cars just watching her from outside the stadium. They didn't even start putting, like, projectors out there.
She's like revamping the economies around her.
No, she is. And, like, what's she doing? She's, like, helping out the like, cities she's doing. She's, like,
Yeah.
donating or something to, like, each city she's in. And not only that, a couple podcasts ago, we talked about how she's, like, giving everybody bonuses on her crew.
Exactly.
I was like...
That's kind of why it's like nice to be a Taylor Swift fan, because she doesn't do any shitty things.
We talked about this the other day on
like
our
she's
Taylor
not a
Swift
shitty
themed
person.
podcast.
She's a good person.
Yeah, we were like, what if Taylor Swift did something to cancel her? Would her fans follow?
and I was like, what? Like not tip?
And then that's the thing. It's hard for us to come up with that. And that's the thing. I brought this up to her. She was like, she just doesn't put herself in situations where she would get canceled.
Yeah. So we read one article that was like she spent $1 million on people's bonuses, or maybe it was $1 billion. It was every drug driver got 100,000 additional money. Additional money. And
Additional money.
like bonuses.
Additional money. And then Lizzo was like having her backup dancers catch bananas that are shooting out other like prostitutes, like pussies. Sorry, sex workers.
Just fucking.
Sorry. No, but that's an actual thing that came out.
No,
Like they're in Amsterdam and they're like they're doing playing games with like strippers and stuff like that. Anyway, those are back-to-back articles we're talking about, and it was kind of this crazy like comparison thing that we got going on, and it's wild. It's wild. You know, like worse or fault. I think if I had a fault with her, she releases too much damn music. Like I really can't
Who?
keep up. Taylor.
Does she?
Oh, I mean,
If I had to find one thing.
Well,
about
it's just
her.
a lot right now. It's just a lot of re-releases of her old songs.
yeah, so that she could own the masters and actually make money because they were sold to somebody else without her being included in the deal. So like she's not making any money. If you go and listen to like Fearless, like just regular version, she's not making any money off of that. That's why she's doing Taylor's version.
Yeah.
But she also didn't know that the fans were going to receive it so well.
The fans are eating it up. Like they will
Yeah.
not listen to the original version.
She did it for like herself, but like she's also releasing vault tracks, so it's songs that like we've never heard before.
She has to be like approaching one of the most wealthiest artists out there.
No,
currently
the wealthiest artist out there.
she has to.
do
Because
you
there were
have
some like rich people, but like she has to.
Do you have a favorite unreleased track that just came out?
Mm,
And then
my
what album?
favorite like vault tracks would be from Fearless. So it's not from Speak Now.
Okay.
Speak Now's were okay.
What's that one song? That the music video it has the Fab Five in it and like Ellen DeGeneres.
What?
The music video.
Who's
Fab Five. What's
The
the
Fab Five.
What's
they
that?
were
Right.
gymnasts.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres. It was about. It had Katy Perry too, where they made up and they were hugging.
What?
Really? This is an actual music video.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like the
How do you know about
biggest
this?
Swiftie in the world. Apparently Ryan is, but like I'm not.
Apparently,
I
Ryan
love
is.
her.
Ryan's a diehard
I love
Swiftie.
her.
If you guys talk for 2 minutes, I can brain blast my way into knowing the song.
See it.
Talk for 2 minutes. I'm gonna brain blast
Okay.
myself.
Anyway, so here's a good thing. Ryan always does this. He puts me on the spot and he's like, just talk. So usually what I do is I just wing it and I talk about something what I like. So Swiftie, she's pretty cool.
You're so bad.
You went to
Brady.
a Swiftie concert.
I went to the opening night of the
Opening
Eras
night.
tour.
That's crazy. And
It was
With Paramore?
exciting.
With
Yeah.
Paramore.
I got to see little. She's small.
can't be involved. You have to
She's
think.
little, but she was like bopping around on the stage. It was so cool. And Gail opened.
Gail.
She's the girl that sings like the ABCDEFU song.
Yeah, I actually
She was
that
good.
song actually kind of.
She also covered I think it's like Alanis Morissette song.
I think for
It's really
Gail
good.
being so.
Oh, I found it.
I think for Gail being
Let's
so
hear it.
small, that's actually really cool.
I love Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift. Not as much as you though.
It kind of goes like
What's the song
you
called?
just need to take. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm
Just
not
say the name of the song.
What's that?
It's
rude?
called "You Need to Calm Down."
Oh.
Oh, that's literally you need
What?
to calm down.
I asked you guys.
It's
the
7
music-
a.m.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
I said, what's that one song with the music video having Ellen DeGeneres and the Fab
We don't watch the
Five
music videos.
and Katy Perry in it,
I haven't seen a lot of the music videos.
No, we're diehard listeners.
and they hug at the end. Like Taylor and
what part if we haven't
Katy
seen the
Perry?
music
They-
video? Do not.
How about you go kick rocks and hang out with your son outside? This is my podcast now. It's the one where they hug and make up at the end.
It's where it's 7 a.m. and they're like, God damn.
And you need to calm down. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that song a lot.
I like that song too.
Yeah. I love Queer Eye. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen every episode at least twice.
I think I saw like the first 2 episodes, and I just had other things to watch, so I
Yeah.
never finished it.
Wow.
Things to
That's a bold statement. Yeah, that's.
I just like couldn't get invested in it. It's not
did I show you
nothing
that?
bad.
I think I
No,
might.
you didn't.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's messed up. Ryan
You
showed
did not show me
I will
Queer
say,
Eye.
Ryan, you showed me it. Queer Eye is a really cool like show.
It's inspirational and it's like life improvement and it's like good, like a feel good kind of show.
Anyway, Queer Eye is a show. Just in case you guys don't know, it's been around since like 90s.
90s, no dumb bitch. It's been out
What?
since like 2016.
90s.
No, because
No,
there's
you're thinking
two separate
You're
groups.
thinking of early 2000s Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, which is a different thing.
Oh shit. Anyway, Queer Eye's been around for a minute. Not
Being
long.
gay has been around for a little bit too.
That's been around.
Yeah,
for almost
like-
centuries.
Like almost 100 years, I bet.
I think a little longer.
I don't think so.
You think they're gonna talk about gay guys in the Bible? Of course, there's gay guys back then.
It's a joke, Brady.
That was a joke. Okay, my bad. Anyway, so Queer Eye is a show where a bunch of gay guys. Is that?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a weird. A bunch of gay guys just go around and they help small businesses, people in trouble.
Yeah.
There's a really cool one where there's like just a really cool local barbecue shop. I believe it was in like Louisiana, and like the family was just like they're a great company and they're doing great things. Just they were just like not in their luckiest hour.
That's
and
one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, and these people just come in. They just. They help ramp up their business. They like do things. They fix like one of the owners' like teeth and stuff for free.
Yeah.
It's like so expensive. I'm like, damn, that's such a good thing to do with like your platform.
Like I said, it's just a good feel good kind of show for sure.
Babe, do you have That's weird on the podcast. Alexis, do you have a good feel good show? What you watch?
Or maybe a comfort show.
This summer I turned pretty.
Summer Turned Pretty.
You've been itching to tell us about this show.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh. You've been absolutely
it's on Amazon
fiending.
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
It's on Prime Time.
I think you would like it.
Okay.
Honestly,
What's-
you would eat this shit.
You
What's
would
the
eat it up.
premise?
Well, here's
The
the thing.
premise-
It's based off a book.
You don't know. You have it. Okay, all he's
You know
seen.
what's so funny? I talked to Queer Eye, my favorite show, and then Brandon explained it. And then, like, your favorite show, Brandon has to explain it.
Do I mansplain?
Because you do mansplain.
no! Oh, man,
So, like, I don't get Photoshop. Oh, baby, you gotta click the layer first before we can edit
Literally.
it.
I'm gonna stick
But,
to it.
okay,
I hate
so
this podcast now. I hate this podcast.
You've only seen what I showed you, which is the season finale of season 2.
To be fair, I do feel dumb that I was trying to explain it because I know
You're
nothing.
good. I want to hear more about it.
I know nothing about it. Go on.
Okay, so it's based on these books that were written so long ago, but it's about this girl and her family. They have like a summer house in like, where is it? Cape Cod.
Oh, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I know that.
So it's like a beachy area. Yeah, it's cute. They call it Cousins Beach, But her mom's best friend is the owner of the house. So, like, she has her own family, and, like, the two families spend every summer together. Whatever. It's called The Summer I Turned Pretty, and it starts the summer that she kind of, like, hits puberty and, like, turns pretty a little bit. So the boys are interested in her now. There's 2 boys, Conrad and Jeremiah. Conrad is, like, a puppy dog. He's a nice boy.
So Jacob. And the other one's Edward.
I've never seen Twilight.
Oh.
I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, we're not. We're not that
you guys
cool.
are good Christians.
We are good Christians. Christians don't
I just
believe in
wasn't
vampires.
allowed to. I would have if I could have.
No vampires for us.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob, but it's not the point. It's not the point. Go ahead. You said there's 2 boys, Conrad and Jeremy.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're brothers.
They're brothers.
Love triangle.
Conrad.
That's not really
Conrad is so
It
like.
is.
I want to be involved.
Oh, also during this, their mom is dying. Yeah, so that adds a layer. But Conrad
Is
is
this more
like,
of like a comedy or a
No.
romance?
No, not comedy at all.
it's like a young adult like romance
coming of
drama.
age?
Yeah,
Okay. Those are always like.
but a lot of Taylor. I muted myself.
I think you're good.
Am I good?
If you
Go on.
did mute yourself for a little bit, you have 2 of the mics like right next to you.
Okay, but yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of Taylor Swift. Anyways, so Conrad, he's nice boy. He's smart, but he's obviously going through a lot. Jeremiah, how would you describe him?
Wait. I have a question. So it's 2 brothers whose mom's very sick, and
this
there's a
girl. This girl is like.
Their
So
family
it's
friend.
the mom and the mom's best friend, and both of their families spend every summer together.
Can I think
So they grow
about
up
it?
together.
Kind of think about if your family and my family were family friends, and we would go to a certain location, like California.
But like
and
ever
we would-
since you were a baby.
ever since we were a baby. So now it's a love triangle between these 2 boys who are hitting puberty and this girl who they're family friends with, and they're all in love with each
like if
other.
I had a sister, a brother.
If you had a brother and you were both trying to date me, I guess that would be it. Yeah,
I would kill him.
Yeah, you would kill.
I
him.
would kill
Yeah,
myself.
you would kill. But yeah, you kind of explain Conrad. Jeremiah is
just so he's younger than Conrad, but still older than like the girl.
He's so cringy.
But he's so cringy.
He's so cringy.
But like the little girlies, like high school girls, are eating it up.
Yeah, but like people our age who like kind of know a thing or two because we've
was
seen a thing
it
or
was written
two.
a long time ago. Times change every.
No.
There are
years.
things in the books that like have changed. Like in the books, there's a scene where Conrad is like outside by the pool smoking a cigarette, and in the show he's smoking
Like
a
a
vape
weed.
stick.
Oh,
He's
weed.
smoking
Oh,
weed.
we like weed.
Yeah,
But there's
We
just like
say we like weed.
here's
He's
the
like
thing.
weed.
I get like he's just a cringy guy where like there's like parts I can't even think of his lines, but there's parts in the show where he'll be like
he's so cringy.
he's like sometimes you gotta fight your battles, but this is not your battle to fight.
No, like
he'll look at the camera. I'm like, what?
So
there's
she made you watch this.
no.
I've
He's only
watched-
seen the last episode,
And I watched 1 episode before,
but there's a scene in season 1, and he's like, "Why doesn't anyone want to ever play with me?"
he's kind of a pick me
That's
for the
literally
guys.
his line.
He's
That's
kind of like
high
a
schooler said that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the drummer. He's kind of a pick me for the guy.
Pick me is his vibes.
Yeah, he's a pick me guy. He's a
Oh,
pick me
he's-
frat guy.
He's kind of like Alan a little bit. Like, oh, you guys need an extra player?
But if Alan was a Ken, he's basically like if
Yeah.
Alan and Kellen was one person, this would be him. But
so
not
this is a
enjoyable.
good watch. Is it finished or is it ongoing?
It's ongoing. They just the season finale of season 2 just premiered, which is sad. But people think that Jenny Han, the creator and writer of the books, is going to release like a surprise episode next week.
I mean, I
Is
can see
that
that.
is that official?
I can see
Or
it.
is
No, it's not official
not
at
official?
all. She
Is
said
this
it's a
better than
finale.
Euphoria or just?
It's just really, it's like meant for probably a younger audience than
I
Euphoria.
think because I haven't watched a lot of it. I think what I like about it is it's a little bit lighthearted.
It's
Like,
very lighthearted.
because like the whole time like we watch a lot of like just silly cartoon action. We watch a lot of actions. So we're expecting for like something crazy to happen. Nothing too
So this is
crazy.
more accessible, slice of life a little bit.
Kind of, yeah.
Slice of
actually.
life, but like still like very teenager.
In our realm of media, we're very big anime. It's a love triangle rom-com for anime.
Alexis, think of every show that you've ever loved in your life. What is the one show or movie that like it would mean so much to you if Brady just like watched and finished?
Probably this one, right? Not this one?
I'm just like not that big of a show person, but probably if I could say anything,
Grey's.
Grey's Anatomy, because like
That's a tall order.
That's a fucking.
But-
I'm a One Piece fan.
No, no,
I'm
you
a
know
One Piece fan.
You know what they say about Grey's Anatomy, right?
No.
That Grey's Anatomy is One Piece for white girls.
I learned I don't know what that means.
Oh, One Piece is fucking long.
Oh,
It's like
it
1,000
long.
plus episodes.
And like, I wouldn't want you to rewatch it. If anything, rewatching seasons like 1 through 6.
Yeah. My whole thing with
Because there's so much that happens.
I've watched a lot of Grace with her. The whole
but
thing
not
with,
really.
No. I don't know.
Like,
about
you'll
that.
watch scenes, but like, you don't know like the storylines
I
of
don't
the
know,
characters.
but what I
You know
noticed.
the emotional impact. That's like her watching Ace's death
What?
and then not knowing the emotional impact he has.
Exactly. I don't know
It's
what that
a
means.
drop.
You don't know about Ace?
You don't know about Ace?
You don't
I know nothing about
You-
Ace.
How can I look at you?
No, I think with Grace for me, it's like it seems like it's just like doctor scenarios, but to the max, and everything's like super dramatic.
Well,
when
it's
it
a
doesn't.
drama.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah.
So I don't know.
See, same thing with pirates. Everything a pirate thing, but to the max.
No, One Piece is amazing. I'll say.
Um,
I'm trying to convince her to watch the One Piece live action with me on the 31st.
Oh, that's an easy watch. That's like a live action an hour.
I try.
Not even that. 45
She
minutes.
just says it's not for her. I get. I'm not.
I
Gonna,
fell asleep during Haunted Mansion.
That's so true. She, if it's like not something
It
she.
sounds to me you're already kind of tired. That you walked in there. and
I
fell
was
asleep.
so
But
tired.
here's the thing. That's not the first movie she fell asleep with. She-
Okay, the first one was an anime movie that I only went to for you.
Can you guess what anime movie
I
it
have
was?
no clue what
One Piece,
it
right?
was.
No,
Well, wait.
It was in
One,
theaters.
One Piece.
not One Piece.
Oh, My Hero.
My Hero. Which one?
Big Hero 6.
It's not Big Hero 6.
You wouldn't fall asleep with that
It
one.
was the first one.
Oh, I forgot what it was called.
I think we were in there, and then it's the first one where that's the one where they go to the island.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's,
No. Yes.
Yes.
In California area.
yeah, they go
United
to the
States.
island in California, and then Bakugo comes on the screen, and all the like Bakugo fangirls are like
Yeah.
yelling.
Woo!
They're like ah, and then Ryan's like, oh, not Ryan. Alexis like, Alexis.
We're interchangeable.
Yeah. Alexis like, what the fuck's going on? And I looked over again, and then she's out. She's like passed out.
Damn.
I was like, it's
Yeah.
just not for her. What I didn't like. I'm never gonna force her
Like,
to.
I have tried to watch it or whatever, but like, it's just so not
your niche.
my interest.
So that's what I was gonna ask about next. Was like Brady was. Oh wait, no, yeah. I was. My first question was like, what's your favorite show or movie that you love that Brady would watch? And the same thing for Brady, if she can
I
watch
think you know
one
it.
anime or.
I think you know it. It's One Piece.
Okay, you guys both picked the longest fucking show from Japan and America.
we're big commitment people.
But he-
It sounds like it.
We love commitment. We're married.
That's great.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you.
No, bro.
Fuck you.
I can be married if I wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
this is a choice.
I think
Their choice.
I think what would be really meaningful if she's like, hey, pick me out something you think I would enjoy. I would pick her out something, and I was like, yeah, she's gonna fucking eat this shit up.
Yeah.
I would do like a rom com.
Yeah.
I like. There's a couple love triangle like anime what I think you would like. But
Yeah.
like if she just watched.
I
that.
don't know if it's a story. It's not the storyline, so don't get me. It's the actual animation,
Visual.
like the visual.
The visual thing.
Like
So
the
they're-
words
they're-
not matching up. Like
They do match up.
the talking not matching up the words, or
They do.
me having to read subtitles, or like just like
She's like, God damn, I gotta
the
do
ones
work.
that I've seen is like all the people look like this all the time, and like
Cool.
that's just
They
not
look amazing.
So you like him to be like more like standing still,
like no,
I think-
not like the pose, like his face, like they all make that face,
exaggerated.
like that.
I think it's too exaggerated. It's too cartoony.
Look
for
more
her.
to your left. There's like a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
too, it's too cartoony. She's like, oh, look
That's
at that.
why you might like the live action because it's like obviously
It's still
normal people.
I
Is
feel
it
like-
real people?
Yes, it is real people. It's live action.
Or is it
it's
real
filmed-
people
it's
doing
filmed
that?
in English too.
Yeah, it's filmed in English. All the people are foreign, but it's all filmed in English.
I can try maybe.
See, I think first episode, but I think we have to find an anime for her. What's like kind of more real? I think Erase would be a good anime for her.
We should start wrapping it up soon because we're at an hour 20. What we at?
It's a question for you, big dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
You think I'm a big dog?
Just answer the question.
Hour 20, motherfucker.
Okay, I think we start wrapping up soon. I do want to say I was living up to something. No, I agree. I think that like it'd be kind of cool for you to like dip your toes into like her world a little bit. I mean, obviously, I'm not giving you guys any kind of advice or anything, but it was really cool that our last date with person I'm dating. Very very excited, very happy about how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I really want to play with Legos,
Legos.
and I was like, fucking, I got some Legos. It's like, all right, we got some
Legos.
Legos, and we sat down, we watched The Office. We both love The Office, and
Great show.
yeah, I'm rediscovering it.
It's alright.
I gave it like a 4 years off, and I started watching it again.
I think first season's pretty hard.
It's all great. I like it.
What, first season?
I like it.
It's cringy towards the first season. For
I think
sure.
first season's too much. Michael is too much.
He's a lot. Yes.
I'm a non-cringe guy.
He's a lot, but no offense. This might be a hot take. That's how you guys are. Not a lot, but like very Michael Scott. In your comedy sense.
Where he has the TV. Look at this guy.
No, Michael Scott's a different level of stupid.
I'm not calling you stupid. But
like you guys idiotic.
No, your comedy level.
Okay, back to what I was saying. So like, I was more than happy to do Legos and more than happy to watch The Office there. And then I kept telling her like, I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and there's a new anime coming out, and she's more like no offense. Right, she's a little bit like you, a little bit, kind of like more like on like
reserved.
The mainstream,
mainstream
normal
yeah.
kind of ish.
I think anime is very mainstream.
Nowadays, honestly,
very mainstream.
Nowadays,
okay, so she's not into anime. I'll say that.
Okay,
so she's not into like action-y type of stuff. She's like
American base.
She's in the medical field. She's like she's
successful.
Yeah,
just a normal girl.
We're not.
Anyway, so. We sat down, we watched Scott Pilgrim, and she ended up loving it.
Yeah,
and I got to nerd.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah,
You have?
We watched it together.
Oh, yeah.